Hey everybody, so it's been exactly 1 year since I had the interview with Hazel. The interview was almost freaking 3 hours, and I'm hoping we get one here soon. Honestly, it's up to Hazel to reach out to me. I've tried to add him on Discord, but I think he's pretty strict with who he adds. But we're going to be using the detective's video, which kind of shortens down the 3-hour interview into a 12-minute video going over basically all the super important questions that he asked. And today I want to go over every single question and see what's actually happened and what still has yet to come, and kind of just fact checked and go over everything that he said in the interview. So let's get started.
For Android, but we're not doing that right now. Because we are confident that the HTML5 version will be ready by that time. But I'm really sorry for all our mobile players because we have neglected the mobile version for quite a while right now.
And then what's the plan? So obviously we know what happened with the whole Flash, or not Flash, but we know what happened with mobile. We got that brand new update for mobile where every single player can now log in through their normal phones just by going to tankyonline.com and pressing play. So that big update about mobile is actually out now. So that has come true. Let's get to the next part. Plan with adding it to iPhones.
We will look into it after the HTML5 will hit Android. How much time will it take to run the game on iOS? I don't know. And
so obviously you can now play Tanki Online Mobile on your iPhone. So next one.
Yeah, we'll have smoke grenades, guys, and they will work because Valorant. Okay.
So obviously we're getting grenades now. No clue when the smoke grenade's going to come. This interview was 1 year ago. So they had planned, it seems, to have had grenades a lot sooner. But obviously we're only at 2 grenades now, the pumpkin grenade and then a normal grenade. So
the tank are dying too fast right now. We can see it and we have tools to fix it. Okay.
Okay.
So we're not looking for the game to become faster and faster and faster. You know, like we don't want to turn this game into a normal arena shooter because arena shooters are dead. I think 2 years ago, we tried and pushed the HP of every hull twice as much. If you remember that experiment, it was bad. I mean, the game felt bad. And we still need to add fun augments so you can have ways to kill people instantly. But on the other hand, we need to add some tools, and it's not only the smoke grenade. Okay, there will be others. I mean, like, we need some countermeasures, and I'm literally going to make a countermeasure grenade. And the boss.
So again, another grenade, countermeasure grenade. No clue how that's going to work, but also rebalancing. I've talked about this so much in the last 6 months. Tanki massively needs to rebalance all the augments because time to kill in the game is so freaking fast right now because of how many OP augments there are. I'm honestly reaching out and I'm asking Tanki, please nerf most augments into the ground. I think if all augments behaved like crystal augments did when those first came out to the game, it would be amazing because those augments weren't too powerful, but they were powerful enough to make it just a little bit different when playing the game and actually a little bit more fun. But I think right now the augment balancing is just way too chaotic, and we need a massive augment rebalance and massive augment nerfing. So
bots, it really helped, like tremendously, immensely helped. Yeah. But we need more of the bots. We need the bots mixed with players. We need to make a few games when you have a few players on your team and a few players on the enemy team, and the rest of them are bots. And that is our focus right now. Make new players stay in the game way longer than it is right now. Have some.
So obviously bots are in the game now. They're in legend ranks now. So that whole thing is now done, and Tanki should hopefully be working on other stuff. So
one of the main questions I'm seeing a lot is what's going on with pulsar and status effects, because they are pretty frequent. If I can, they're just overwhelming, it seems, recently.
You need to stay cool for another week, and then there will be a patch that will address it.
Who remembers last Halloween in Tanki Online when freaking status effects and pulsar was just rampant in the event mode and made the event mode awful? So yeah, obviously status effects and pulsar were nerfed. I think they still need a little bit more of a nerf in my opinion, but they are nerfed now, which is nice.
It's not a pay to win thing, right? What we're trying to do with the augments is like make a content, like options, right? The problem is if we don't buff them, and the players will not understand how this augment work. So that's a bad thing when you are trying to make a new content and the content is like meh. And that's a problem. That's why we might overbuff it on the release. But we'll fix it eventually, because this is actually a motto for this game. It's a serious thing. We are not looking for power creep at all.
He says, what is...
So yeah, augments, adding new augments, they obviously make all the augments OP, or else people wouldn't care. I mean, if Tanki makes an underwhelming augment and they add it to an event, everyone complains about how bad the augment is. And if Tanki makes an augment, they add it to an event, and it's super OP, everyone complains. It's kind of one of those things where Tanki needs to find a balance when adding augments. Either that or kind of slow down or remove adding new augments in general. That's what I would do and focus on something else gameplay related, because I think augment spam is definitely really annoying right now.
What's the average rank that a new player is reaching?
For many years ago, the Sergeant rank is where the players all the players left. So it's improved over the years, but it's still like it shows like many players left the game really early.
Okay.
Like I tried to do that with Phoenix Augments, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of a progression. It's bullshit, I know. 5 million points. So like, anyway, it's one way to do it. Yeah. I know that's a lot. I know it's the reason why, you know. So the players, when they have this Phoenix in the top, and other players can see them having Phoenix in the top, all the game would be like, oh my god, are you fucking crazy? You did that. You don't need.
Obviously, now we have so many people who have unlocked Phoenixes now. I think it's up to 8 now. So, I mean, it's still ridiculously OP considering how mediocre a lot of the Phoenix augments are. But I guess it's fine how it is. I don't really care about Phoenix augments anymore, to be honest.
You need the bad skins to be just for progression. No, you need the good skins. They need to look unique. So when you equip a certain skin, you need to know that this guy had bought this skin on Halloween. This guy had bought his skin on the UFO day. And this guy grinded this stuff. I'm so angry we cannot still make skins that can transform, but trust me, when we'll be able to make them, we will make them. Mm-hmm. There will be transforming skins in Tanki. We just need to make certain updates to the game engine so to make it happen, but we will do it, okay? We will have transforming tanks back. 2 years ago.
So honestly, that's like one of the main things I care about, because you guys know me, I care about skins the most in this game, which is why I'm so freaking disappointed we only are getting one new skin every event. It's just stupid because you're adding these awesome new HD skins that really only match with the other skins in that skin series, and you don't give us a combo, which makes it so much harder to match that new skin with other skins, which is just stupid in my opinion. But yeah, transforming skins, I would love to see this. I'm going to ask Hazel in this hopefully upcoming interview about it, because it was promised like a year, 2 years, 3 years ago if you look at the Tanki roadmap, and we still haven't gotten any. So I'm gonna hopefully ask him about it in maybe an upcoming interview. You never know.
Ago, the new strategy was meant for the project, right? This is why we're just quietly doing our thing. It will take I don't know, maybe another year, but you will see the changes. I mean, at some point we won't be able to hide things anymore, and you will realize what is going on. I mean,
so this was another big one. So last year, Hazel hinted at something massive coming to the game, something that every single player would instantly love and know the update, and we haven't gotten that yet. He said maybe up to a year. It's been a full year now. Remember, it's been exactly 1 year since we had this interview, so we don't know anything about what he was talking about here, so you just never know. Hopefully we'll see something soon.
I mean, at some point I said we are going for not just one game engine, and this kind of a spoiler. Anyway, so about the price.
I think that could be talking about console, maybe bringing the game to console. No clue what they're going to do with the new game engine. I think it would be cool if Tanki added a nostalgic version of Tanki, or honestly change the HUD to where you could change it to a Flash version or something like that. I honestly have no clue what he's talking about here. It's been a year, so we haven't seen anything about it yet, but who knows.
Prices. Yeah, that's intentional.
Okay.
But I'm not... Yeah, the lollipop with crystals, that's intentional. It's kind of an experiment. It's basically, if you want to do it faster, you need to pay a bit more crystals to do it faster. Like, you know, right now.
So obviously they switched mini games, which is nice. So that's another thing that they changed. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff in this video that have actually changed, like augments, status effects, bringing augments to normal containers, mini games. So there has been a good amount of stuff that's definitely happened, but also there's a lot of stuff that hasn't. So we'll just keep watching the video.
Now you have the longest Halloween ever, and this is actually it's not a one-time live ops event or something like that. We are going to shift the game for the longer events from now on, and you will see it after the New Year especially. First of all,
so yeah, events are now like 3 to 4 weeks, where they used to always be 1 to 2 weeks. I don't mind it. It just sucks when it's super boring events that are 3 to 4 weeks and you have to wait for those to end to get a fun event. And it's just, sometimes it makes events seem super long and boring sometimes, but yeah.
Like common boxes, so that's standard boxes right now, like standard containers, right? They are going to be completely free to play. You cannot buy them right now. You won't be able to buy them after they're going to be with the keys. And there will be a certain update to standard containers that you're going to like. And I'm not going to spill the beans, because you'll need to wait. But you will realize why it's going to be... I mean, it's not only that they're going to yield you epic keys, right? Mm-hmm. It's not only that. There's going to be something more, and you're going to love it.
So honestly, no freaking clue what he's talking about here, because we have, yeah, ultra containers or ultra keys and normal containers now. And I think that's really all that we've had changed for normal containers, other than maybe the rarities of some stuff changed. But he's talking about something being added to normal containers that's amazing and everyone's going to love. And to be honest, we haven't seen an update to containers that make anyone love them. I'll be honest, containers are so mediocre now. I literally could not care less when opening containers because they're just so bad. You don't get golds, you don't get premium, you just don't really get anything really fun or good from containers anymore other than skins, and those are really hard to get, so containers are just so boring nowadays. And no clue what Hazel was talking about adding, because we haven't really seen anything added to containers other than those keys, and he said that wasn't it. So I guess this is added onto the list of another thing that we haven't really gotten, and it's been a year since the interview. So next one.
For a while, because contracts, they have a place in the game, certain place. They actually a substitute for the containers, for the loot boxes. Right, and they are this kind of a substitute when they actually allow you to get things that you want for playing the game. Just you want the skin, okay, you will get the skin, but you need to play this game for this much.
It will be very difficult, like trophy missions, but you'll be able to specifically choose.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
So, I mean, we're talking about contracts still. Contracts are used right now just for mini games and events. I mean, I'm okay with that for now, but it's been a year. Honestly, it's been like 2 years since we were leaked contracts to like maybe get skins or new items that maybe you would want to get, like M1 through M3 skins, and we still have yet to get that. And he honestly made it sound like we were going to get it soon, but it's been a year and we haven't gotten anything related to what they were talking about for contracts. So, I don't know.
You remember the missions where you had like 999 kills or something like that?
Yeah,
Are you planning to add this for something like better rewards?
So let me put it this way. This is basically contracts.
Okay.
It's like that. It's almost like that. It's like
I like how we all react like, oh, interesting. I'll try to definitely hammer down some more stuff in this upcoming interview. Again, if we have it, because Hazel has to reach out to me. I'll try to hammer down stuff because I feel like I asked a question and then he just went on. I mean, obviously he's answering the question, but maybe I can try to hammer down some points more next interview, but who knows with that.
like paid missions that you can just get in.
Oh yeah. What happened with the bomb cart game mode? You guys talked
Oh
about
yeah, we talked, and I still think that this game mode should replace Assault, because Assault is kind of hard to balance on different maps.
Yeah, that's the mode.
But it's like it's not a priority at the moment.
Yeah, we still don't have another game mode. Assault was nerfed. They didn't really remove it for bomb cart, but with now that bots are in the game, we're probably gonna get bomb cart soon, because I imagine it's gonna be like Overwatch, where you kind of have to escort a bot around the map, and once it reaches the other side of the map, you win the game. That'd be a fun mode, honestly, so maybe we can get that soon. I don't know.
The bomb cart will be basically a bot that is doing certain
Yeah, like I said, a bot.
following certain route in the game.
Yeah.
And the game mode will happen much more easily.
Okay. When you like load in between different menus, like say you go to your garage mid-game.
So these bugs were fixed. I mean, now that we have the new version, there's not that stupid infinite loading bug between garage, so we can skip this one.
Consequence of that protection. Oh yeah. The next one is any plans to add new hulls and turrets? Yes. Though I am not looking forward for any more hovering hulls for reasons.
Yeah.
We had enough of them. I have a plan for a certain hull that is it's actually normal tank hull, with a. And about the turrets, yes, we have plans. Though we are discussing them because we have enough turrets that have this double game mode, like you can hold the button, you can push the button. We haven't released a turret that just pew pew pew, just push the button and make people go die or something like that. So we need to look into it. I'm thinking about different kinds of turrets. The art team is.
So yeah, we haven't had any new holes or turrets, nothing rumored. It's been a year. I mean, I guess we don't need something last year. It's been a full year since the interview, though, so it'd be nice if we got something soon with new holes or turrets. But I think they're just focusing on augments right now, which is kind of a bummer. But I think for new turrets, a cool design would be something where it's like you're just one ball or something. Not like Tesla, but then you hold left click or press left click, and then anyone in your radius will be hit. Something like an automatic turret. I don't even know what I'm saying. Well, next question.
Is on the remaster right now. Remastering maps, and no, the Egregious is not the remastering maps in the next one. I know you have seen it, but trust me, it's just the guys who making the videos, they just learned they can run maps in Unity and make them look cool. And I've been like, what have you done?
They made it look like the new updated map.
But I'll tell you this, it's not one map, it's several maps.
Oh, cool.
There will be a bunch of several maps at once. It's not the bridges, and you're not going to believe which map they are, but I'm sure we will try to, at least in the next year, they will certainly be in the game. Okay, so.
In the next year. So 3 new maps definitely have to be this year, or else that's a complete lie. I mean, It's been a freaking year and not a single new HD map. I remember thinking it was AIDS when we were only getting one new map every like 6 months, but it's been a full year and not a single new HD map. We've been shown an HD map like Highland, but that was back in June. It's been almost freaking 6 months since we were leaked that map and we still haven't gotten it. I thought we were going to get it for Halloween, but no. But we better get some new maps here. And Hazel said we're not going to believe what map is coming. So maybe it's like Future or something interesting or a brand new map. That would be pretty cool. Because Tanki remakes all of the small maps because they're probably the easiest to do. So Highlands, maybe Future would be fun. And then no clue what the other 2 or 3 HD maps will be. Tanki's definitely been working on something because they've decreased the amount of skins we get, new skins we get. So they had to have put that effort into something else. So I don't know, honestly.
So about the unbalanced augments, I've kind of answered that previously. So it happens when they release, but eventually they brought in line because eventually all the augments make into the standard containers, like the healers augment recently, and we have the next augments plan to do that. We will have eventually we'll have all the status augments in the containers, so they will be balanced accordingly.
Yep, they literally just did that. They added every single status effect augment to normal containers, so that was literally just done a year later. But I mean, better late than never, right?
If you think about it, we haven't updated the gunshot effects for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
And we have hinted that we are working on it, but it takes time to make it happen. We've only managed to update the explosion of the grenade, and the explosion of the tank is still on pause for some reason. And we have new railgun shot already in pipeline, but
cool.
It will take time to implement. And then we'll be able to make a different color, and not only just a color, different types of effects for turrets.
Yeah.
It will make it so you will see less augments in the game, but more augments and effects. So it's gonna balance itself out. So it's gonna be like that.
Okay.
So honestly, what Hazel is saying here is that they plan to add more cosmetic stuff rather than new augments, and we haven't really had that yet. We haven't seen an increase in skins and new cosmetic items, and we haven't seen an increase in augments. It's just been kind of staying the same for the last year now, with a decrease in honestly new cosmetic items, because we did get that railgun shot effect he was talking about, the magic shot effect, but what was that, in like February or March? So it's been almost a full year again since we've had a second shot effect, which honestly to me, shot effects seem a lot easier than new skins, so I'm surprised we've only seen one new shot effect and nothing else, when it sounded like Hazel was hinting towards us getting tons of new shot effects, and we've only had one in a year. So
because right now the physics, you shoot midair and you stop right in place, and so I got a response to my comments saying we
That
don't
part,
plan.
yeah, I remember that part. So this is anti-cheat.
Okay.
This is what's going on, and that certain anti-cheat, what it does, it stops the tank when it's flying, and in parkour, the anti-cheat is turned off. That's the only difference.
Okay.
So we didn't really fix it. We just turned it off, So this is why it's not happening in matchmaking, because if we do that, the players, there will people just flying for the goals. And we're like, no, we don't want to have that. So
obviously, still no anti-cheat. I made a video about this a while ago. Blew up, or not a while ago, a few days ago. It did really well because I think it's such a big problem in the parkour community. So hopefully we'll get an anti-cheat soon. It's been a year. You think they could figure out something by now? I don't even know. I don't know. The physics kind of suck too, because catching golds with lightweight and booster or trickster, it's just, you kind of get stopped midair. It's hard to do parkour. I wish they would bring back the flash physics. Those were honestly so superior, but I think they had to change it because of hovering holes. No clue. I just would like it if they brought back the flash physics.
This is one way to put it. So the grenades is actually anti-camper weapon, and there will be specialized anti-camper grenades, so I'm sure you're gonna like it. Oh, you know what? I have a list of the grenades I want to make. The one of them is called the fireworks. Okay.
Yeah, fireworks came to the game. It was like an anti-hopper grenade. It literally just changed the trajectory of normal grenades. I honestly wish it worked a little bit differently, where you threw the grenade and you guaranteed a kill on the hopper. That would be nice, but yeah, that's like, I guess we got the fireworks grenade, but it's not actually officially in the game. It was just here for that one event, but yeah, we did get that grenade.
It's just a fun grenade to have on the weekends and stuff like that. But when I tried it, I realized that I can actually make a huge explosion out of the fireworks, like a damaging explosion, but it happens above the tank, so it doesn't damage anyone except for hoppers. Right? So you will have the grenade that's specifically made so any hopper above you will instantly die. This is why I'm doing them hard to use.
I mean, the grenade is hard to use. I mean, you can maybe get a kill on a hopper catching a gold 1 in every 10 grenades or 5 grenades, if I remembered correctly, because that mode was like 6 months ago or something. But yeah, that grenade wasn't as good as Hazel kind of made it seem here, but I guess it technically still was a hopper killer grenade, but
I don't
know.
want them to be used as another damage tool, because this is not what we need. We have augments, we have another stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I want grenades to be like a change to gameplay. Like, not adding time to kill and making killing a lot faster, but making more strategic ways to outplay opponents, with whether it be like a wall grenade or I don't even know. Just, it'd be cool to get some new grenades that impact gameplay and not time to kill.
Stuff to deal damage. We need certain stuff to make enemy player move to react on your actions. This is why grenades so hard, and they hard to use. They slow to explode. But when they explode, goddamn! I mean, those when you throw at that point, it was like a grenade moment. That was really, really fun. This is what we're looking for. Yeah, the biggest misconception that the Tanki player base has. Well, I basically tried to explain that in the beginning of the stream. So you think like the game is falling down and is doing worse and worse and worse, and for developers it's like the other way around. So basically what's happened is the advertising is working better and better with each iteration we get, and less and less people live in the game. Okay, we are.
So yeah, advertising would be so freaking nice in Tanki because we need new players. I mean, basically most of the people playing this game are players who have been playing for over like 3 to 5 years now. So we need an influx of younger people and new players coming to the game who aren't addicted to the old version, who can actually enjoy the new version, because so many of us love the old version and just want the old version that it makes it very hard for Tanki to please us, because all we want is the old version. But if Tanki could advertise to actual new players and get new people in the game, they wouldn't have to do that as much. But even though they should definitely have a mix of appeasing old players and new players.
Are not having a lot of tools to protect our own tanks right now. We have more offensive tools. We need some defensive tools. So that's what I'm looking for. The grenades, standard grenades, are like both offensive and somewhat defensive, because you can throw them back so the players will not pursue you. But it's not the same as to having a grenades that outright, for example, heal you, you know? Yeah, so, we are trying a prototype of a thing that is somewhat like a shield, but it's not a shield like
Remember, it's been a year since this video or the interview happened, so they had prototypes and it's still been a year and we haven't gotten it. I don't know. I'm hoping we get some massive update where we just get like 100 freaking things. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Tanki X. It's like it's basically the grenade that creates a block of foam in the middle of the game, and you cannot shoot through it.
Oh, dang.
So it's like an obstacle, and you need to break it.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, so we have plans for that. So like you can equip one grenade on you, and you will have options, and the standard grenades is just the first one, but you will have the different options to do different funny stuff, like the fireworks grenade. If you like, come on, comrade, I know, yes, comrade, Molotovs, we can use Molotovs, comrade, yes, that's right, but we can't really use flame against tanks, right? So it's
Dude, it's wild. They have so many of these prototype grenades, and it's been a year and we still don't have them. Like, this grenade looks finished. This grenade literally looks finished. This grenade looks cool. This looks like it would be a fun grenade. Something that just like sits in a zone and damages people slowly over time for staying in that zone. That looks fun. But it's been a year. It's been a year since this interview and we still haven't gotten it. I mean, I know I'm being a little bit harsh here because they still definitely have changed a lot and done a lot since that interview. So I am being a little bit harsh, but at the end of the day, come on. It's been a year, Hazel. Let's start getting stuff moving. Let's get the ball rolling, because let's be honest, the player base is lower than it's ever been. Like, it's stayed about the same for the last year and a half now, I'd say, just based on my views on YouTube, but let's get the ball rolling here, man. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to use Creative Tech Taspens. Helps me a ton. I'll see you guys in a future video. Peace out.